Hi guys, today we're going to talk about wet tempera paint. So I need to show you where it is and how it works. It's a little different than the tempera cakes and the watercolors because those are dry. This paint is already wet, okay? So over here is where it's located, on this shelf below the palettes. And so I want to show you really quick a couple of them. They look like this. They're like little containers that you use in your fridge, but they have paint in them. You've got to pick them up carefully so you don't dribble paint everywhere. Okay? If you also need a lot of a paint, because see, if I get one of these, you're going to get several colors. See? But you may need like a whole bunch of blue or a whole bunch of green. So if you need a whole bunch of a color, there are bigger containers with paint over on the side. So you can always get one of these. And they're in little cupcake trays. Okay, so I'm just going to use one of these today, and each one of these containers has different colors in it. So if I get a different one, it might have the similar colors, but it also might have different ones. So see right there, that one has orange, and this other one does not, because it has a little few more cups than the other one. So you can decide which one you think you might need to use. Obviously, if you don't need orange, then you won't need to worry about that. Or you can always get a palette and you can mix and make an orange by using the color wheel. That will help you make orange. Now, I've got a painting already started here, and I'm going to show you how to clean your brush and how to continue working and making colors. So, what you need: tray, paper with your name on it, and your art code. There's Miss B. I put J4. I think it's upside down. And then I drew my picture out. You don't have to always draw your picture out when you're painting, but I always like to start with that so that I know where to put my paint. Next, I've got my paints. I've got a water bowl, half full. I've got two brushes, a bigger one and a smaller one, and my paper towel, and I've got a palette. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do first. I've been working on this painting of a tree, and I know it's kind of hard to see. I'll tilt it a little bit. A tree and a swing and the sky, and I painted some of the green and the blue. So I'm going to continue painting some of the blue. So notice, did I need to get water? No, these are already wet paints. So I'm just going to continue painting a little bit more of my sky. And you can paint over things and always let them dry and go back. Like I'm painting over my rope for my swing, and I'm just going to go over it and paint over them later with the black that I want to use for those. Okay, so here's this underneath of the swing, underneath of the sky, under my branch. So now I want to change colors. So I'm going to go ahead and get my water bowl. This is how I want you to do this. Go around and touch the bottom of the water bowl. Move back so you can see. Hold the bowl with your hand and go around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Okay? Then you're going to take your brush out, wipe it on the edge 2 or 3 times. I would probably maybe do 3, and that helps get some of the water out. Then you take your paper towel and dry it off gently. After you dry it off, you are ready to change colors. So now I'm going to go ahead and I am going to paint. I'm going to make a color. So I got a palette. I wanted a orange seat, but I don't have any orange. So I'm going to make some orange. So I already put some red in here, and now I want to put yellow, because red and yellow make orange. So I'm going to get a little yellow with my clean brush. I'm actually going to get a lot of yellow because I want lots more yellow than red. And I'm going to mix it together in my palette to make kind of an orangey color. Now, when you're mixing a color, if you don't like the way it turns out, can you always change it? Sure, you can add more yellow or add more red, but if my brush is dirty, can I stick this into the yellow? No, you cannot. So you're going to have to wash it again because I want to add more yellow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Wipes. Dry it with my paper towel. Okay? So now I'm going to get another scoop. I'm going to rub the edge there and make another little bit of orange. So now I'm getting a really good orange right there. I like that one better than what I had. Put a little more of that red in. There's a pretty good orange right there. Okay, so there's the orange I made. It's kind of got two colors going on, but I like this one right here on the edge. I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to paint that for my swing, like the bottom of the swing. Now, one thing I'm noticing when I'm painting my swing is that it's not covering up some of my green. See that? So that tells me I may have to let it dry and do a little more orange on top. That's why it's always good to kind of leave white spaces where you want the paint to go, because it's harder to cover up than it is to just paint in. Okay, so this is how we clean up. When it's time to go, you are going to take your brush and wash it in your bowl. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You don't need to go to the sink to do this. Wipe it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I wiped a little more that time, and sometimes it takes more. Dry it, bristles up, and I go put them back away in the cup. I don't need to wash them at the sink. That wastes time. There's only 2 sinks, and somebody might already be there. So, done with those. This needs the lid snapped on very carefully. Make sure it's on, and do not turn it over or upside down. Put it back on the shelf neatly, carefully, so it does not spill. This goes on the drying rack. This I dump out at the sink. And this, I'm going to need to wipe off a little bit with my paper towel. And then you need to go wash it off at the sink. Be careful when you wash it off, because if you turn on the water too high, it'll hit this tray and spray everywhere. So turn it on real low and just take one of the sponges over there and just wipe it off real quick. It shouldn't take you very long to do this, okay? Then you need to dry it off and put it back where it goes. So I am going to go put my stuff away to get ready for my first class. If you have questions about how to use the wet tempera paint, please talk to me. I encourage you to try to mix and just have fun and try new things, okay? Have a great day, guys.